Hello, I wanted to share my sorcery build based on chain casting and boosting damage as much as possible. Here are the stats. I've invested some points in useless areas, so if you end up with extra points, invest them into mine to build more FP. If you're a lower level building this build and need more extra points into intelligence, invest them into that first so we can get DPS up as much as possible. The build is based around intelligence, as you can tell. We're rocking 47 Vigor to be able to take or trade a hit, 51 Mind so that we don't have to reload our Dart magazine, 30 Intelligence for equip load and we'll be able to roll after a cast, which is super nice, 15 Strength to wield some melee armaments, 40 Dex to cast faster. We can bring that down if you're running a lower level and run a different talisman instead, and I'll get to that. 80 Intelligence and Faith and Arcane don't really matter. They're nice to have if you're wanting to throw sleeping pots with this build, but you'll see at the end of the video that we don't really need any kind of pots or anything. We're going to move on to equipment. We're running 2 Stabs of Loss at plus 25 because I have an S scaling to intelligence and boost the damage of our darts and comments, which is huge. So huge. This is located on a balcony in Celia, town of sorcery. If you're running out of FP fast, you can backhand Estelle's Wings or Moonveils, which has a 12 strength requirement to wield, so you can take 3 points out of our strength to put those on. I'm not a big fan of Moonveil, which is why I chose the Wings personally. Other than that, we're running a full sets of Rakashas to boost damage even further. Be careful, because Rakashas can get you nuked. Absolutely nuked off the face of the earth. It does boost damage all around, though, which is super nice, but each piece does make you take more damage. Speaking of more damage, we're moving on to talismans. I have Graven Mass Talisman and Graven School Talisman. Those are to boost damage, obviously. Other than that, we're looking to boost casting speed, which is done with Radagon's Icon. However, if you don't spec into Dex, you can also run the Beloved Stardust to max out your casting speed. We also have the Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman. This is great for kind of counterbalancing Rakashas and not getting nuked nearly as hard, but also keeping our damage up. If you're comfortable with hot swapping in PvP and you're going up against a fellow mage, you can always swap over to the Pearl Drake Talisman. Super nice, but if you get lost in your inventory, it's just best to not try swapping. Next, we're going to go ahead and go look at the spells. Organizing the spells on your hotbar is super important. The first one we're running is Night Comment. This can be chained into our Night Dart, or Night Shard, I mean. Just for a little bit of extra, try to catch people while they're rolling. This next spell is super interesting. It's Miriam's Vanishing. This unlocks your opponent from targeting you, which can also be chained into Zamor Ice Storm, which you'll see me do a lot of because if it unlocks while the person's trying to swing, they can sometimes swing backward if they're holding walk back. And then Terra Magica is kind of something that you also bait people into your ice storms with, because if they see that, they will rush you down. But now here's some gameplay of it. Gonna load into some Coliseum and show you how the build runs. Hope you enjoy.